right. Now, Sandstorm. Can Sandstorm beat...
Totally unbiased takes.
Yep.
Dude.
I'll tell you right now, with totally unbiased takes, it will probably beat Frostburn. Just looking at it in advance. But yes, excuse me. There we go. But yeah, since it's a new video, we'll go over the scale again briefly. Again, more judging on entertainment value than power level. Power level will play into the entertainment value almost by its nature. But in any case, S is a class that only really works in the system, offers a unique playstyle, or brings a playstyle up to the point where it feels like you do the thing well. A offers a unique experience by either adding to the core class or going off its own tangent. B has good ideas and executes on them well enough to make the class runnable, but has a few things that don't work quite well. C is fine enough that you would run this class, but parts of it are subpar for no reason, or does something interesting, but more narrow than you'd wish. D is a lot of words that I wrote, has a couple of features, but is littered with worthless junk, or the class is plenty to offer, but the designer forgot that D&D is a combat-oriented game that happens to have non-combat parts and will make you feel useless in a combat encounter. And F is worse than taking levels in a core class that does the same thing, and plus and minus are wiggle room for feels. Right. So, starting with Ashworm Dragoon.
Yes.
Realistically, it's an A. But,
it's a good mounted class. It is an A.
Yeah.
We'll go over it again because we've gone over. First thing, it's a mounted class. You need ride by attack and mounted combat. Whatever your mounted class are going to have those.
Yeah, these are not a cost.
Yeah, full BAB, good fort save, pretty standard fighter type stuff. The big thing about this thing is that you get an Ashworm mount.
Yes, and
it is that cool worm thing over there.
And it is a full-on, effectively, animal companion that scales with the levels in this class. And also it tunnels, and you can start tunneling with it as you go up levels in this class.
Yeah, you'll eventually get 10 extra hit dice on it, 12 extra natural armor, and 5 extra strength.
Yep.
It's an effective combatant on its own. You get a bonus equal to your class level for handle, animal, and ride checks with your Ashworm. A couple bonus feats. Better sting.
Yeah, full mounted attack, which is one of the things you're looking. It's pretty much the prerequisite feature to actually make you to actually at least make you not look completely terrible in comparison to a cavalier.
Yeah. Full mounted attack, as long as it moves more than 5 feet, but no more than its full speed. You can just do a full attack.
Yep.
You get Spirited Charge as a bonus feat, so if you do charge, like if something is more than a movement away, you do extra damage.
Yeah.
And when mounted on your Ashworm and doing the charge action, if you already have the Spirited Charge or you get it later from something else, you do extra damage.
Yeah.
And then the big thing is level 10 that we have there. At level 10, your Ashworm, when it burrows, it just carries you along with it. So you have a mount that burrows whenever you want.
Yeah. And burrowing is just plain good. Especially, this thing cannot burrow into stone, but almost nothing can. It's like you're not right.
Burrow typically doesn't go through stone. You like earth glide to go through stone typically.
Yeah, but other than that, it's like
Also has a con damage poison that it just has.
Yeah,
you get a higher DC version for being in this class.
Yeah. So what it effectively translates to is you get an extra attack every round from that. Yeah. No, it's pretty much an A plus actually, because it's not just the fact that it does what it does well. It's also just a well designed class and is unique and interesting.
Does what does well, fits well with the setting of here's a unique mount. It's the polar opposite of the mounted class that was inside Frostburn, which was, hey, we're going to let you ride a giant monoceros. Or not monoceros.
That deer thing. Yeah.
That giant deer thing. Except the class is crap. It doesn't synergize with the fact that it's a mounted class at all. This is, hey, you're a mounted class, and we gave you all the features you'd want as a mounted class. And also a cool mount. And it's not just a horse, it's not just the base creature, it's here's a bunch of extra hit dice and stuff to make it actually survivable as a mount.
Yeah.
As you level up in this class. It's just good.
Yeah. And because it's extra hit dice, it also lets you customize it effectively as it goes up in levels, because it gains feats and stuff like that.
There is also a whole thing for paladins specifically,
Yeah.
because paladins don't use poison. You can basically do a ritual that removes the stinger, so your ash form loses its attack, but then gets the scaling for paladin special mounts.
Yeah.
On top of the regular stuff you get from this. So also just here's a little extra thing for paladins specifically. Good class.
Yeah. All right. Lord of the Tides. Gives up a level of spellcasting. Not the worst thing in the world.
One level's typically fine.
Yeah.
Divine Caster needs Scorpion's Resolve.
That wasn't a bad feat, so I'm not really gonna knock it for that one, from what I remember, but I'll double check it.
While you're checking that, you get the ability to locate portable water or potable water via the locate water spell. You can also determine if the water is drinkable, because it's specifically potable water, not just water in general. If it's not drinkable, you can determine the reason.
Okay, yeah, that's... okay, yeah, Scorpion's Resolve, +4 bonus on saving throws against mind-affecting spells and abilities.
Oh, yeah, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's not like that. Not necessarily a feat you would typically take as a regular character, but having it as a feat tax is not a problem.
Yeah, I'm not sad to take that feat.
Yeah. You just get free find water, locate water whenever you want. There's no limit on how often you get to use it. You get heat endurance as a bonus feat. If you already have it, you get improved heat endurance. That one's more of a whatever, but it's free. Level 2, you can release the water. You target a living creature within 30 feet. They make a fortitude save, DC 10 plus level plus wisdom modifier, or they take a D8 points of desiccation damage per level or per class level.
And this desiccation damage cannot be healed normally until the creature drinks at least a quart of water. And if fails or take damage, they're fatigued. Yeah.
They're also fatigued until they drink a quart of water. If you kill a living creature, the puddle of water that pours out of it turns into an animated water method, which you control for a minute per level.
Yeah. Now the bad part of this is, you get one use that scales eventually up to 4.
You eventually get 4.
Yeah.
You get a burrow speed.
Yeah. 5 feet. This never improves. So it's just a burrow speed of 5 feet, which is just still funny.
You also don't get any ability to avoid suffocation, so you still have to hold your breath.
Yeah. All the same, that does mean you can just take a 5-foot step underground. Yeah.
Which is perfectly good sometimes. You can summon the large elemental once per day. Has to have the water type. And then eventually you get an elder elemental.
Yeah. 9th level ethereal jaunt once per day.
Either elder elemental once per day or large elemental 3 times per day.
Yeah.
Which you can start doing the fire subtype as well with the.
Okay. So it becomes good once you can do the fire subtype, because water has its issues, but fire is perfectly fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
you can shift to the you get ethereal or you get plane shift.
Yeah. So plane shift, but
once per day you can just plane shift. You and 8 people.
Yeah. Note to an elemental plane. This doesn't give you any protection from that elemental plane.
No.
And you can build elemental portals. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can build elemental portals.
So yeah, you lose 1 level. The desiccation effect is nice.
That's the main. The desiccation effect. You get an extra level 9 summon. That's good. I mean, like,
you get an extra level 9 summon. That's good. You get a 5-foot step underground, which is funny.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I think it's B.
Yeah, it's B.
You get enough to replace the and 1 level loss is fine as long as you get something else that's at least useful in the class. This one has useful features. Yeah. It's effectively just caster plus.
Yeah.
With a minor drawback of 1 level, but you get enough for it.
Yeah. The 4 uses to release the water within is probably good enough on its own, honestly.
Yeah, like 4 uses of a good save that does 10d8 that also just fatigues people automatically if they fail. It's cute.
Yeah. All right, so this class hurts my head.
So it loses 2 levels of casting at 1 and 9.
You can just not take 9. It's like, stopping after 8 levels is perfectly acceptable, because I'm pretty sure you have all the good features at that point anyways,
This is the one that
because
makes shit out of sand, if I remember
this is the one that
correctly.
makes shit out of sand, and is weird about it. It is a caster level check, but, that is
Your
up
castle
bad
is
ability.
considered one higher when you're in sandy places, which you can also just get by carrying around 15 pounds of sand.
Yes. And regardless of what you may well just be carrying around sand a lot.
Yeah, you need to shape shit. So
Yeah. There are magic items for that in this book specifically that were fairly effective. That it can just fucking make sand. So it's not a big deal to care. Yeah. You're not going to have a problem with having sand is not going to be a problem for this character regardless.
yes, you get this list of extra spells known.
You gain knowledge of additional spells if you work. If you prepared spells, you can prepare these spells like any other spell you have access to. If you're a spontaneous caster, these are available to you like any other spell you know. Yeah, so these are just new. These are just spells known. Let's see, the level 1 ones. Okay, the summon desert ally spells are all on this list, so you just
Yes, the
know a
entire Summon
summon.
Desert Ally was in here.
Yeah, so that's good. This is specifically very good for a sorcerer, just because that's
Yep.
so many spells known, and at least some of them are useful.
Yep.
You can pretty much ignore. I would say you can ignore level 1, but it's not like it's bad to have endure elements as something you know, or speak with animals. But bear's endurance, on the other hand, who cares? It has the stat ones, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Like Sunstroke, Blast of Sand.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think yeah,
Fleshed Assault.
yeah.
Yeah, I perfectly fine. Just bonus spells to have.
Yeah, no, it's that is actually just a good spell feature. It's lackluster for a wizard, but it's great for a sorcerer.
Okay, now to the meat of the thing. Sand Shape.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Let me go over this. You can make fucking anything, but
You can make anything you can think of, any mundane object out of sand. It has a DC based on how intricate the thing is and how many cubic feet of sand it is.
yes, this is entirely a caster level check. Uh, it's fine. I'm gonna go with like
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good utility ability.
And like there's no limit. You can create and maintain a number of objects equal to your level. If you want to create other ones, basically the longest items get unmade. So you can just use this infinitely. It's not a once per day thing. You just keep doing it. You can only have as many active at a time as you have levels.
Yeah. Let's see.
You get the ability to turn into sand.
Yeah, it's a sand form spell for a minute plus a round per shaper level. This is the weirdest duration.
Yep.
Yeah, it does what it says on the tin.
It is also notable that one does not have a number of uses per day on it. It is just you do it.
No, it's once per day.
Is it once? Oh, it is once per day. Sorry, I just misread. It is
Yeah.
once per day, but it lasts a number of a handful of rounds.
Yeah.
You get Sand Tried, which is of the Overland Flight spell, but you have to do it in waste terrain.
Which, if you're in a desert, that's a thing. If you're not in a desert, it doesn't really do much. Obviously. That's it.
Get Improved Sand Shape,
Okay, now for the difficult one.
which lets you make a number of specific things.
It lets you make creatures. uh, yeah, these are base. Let's see. Requires a number of minutes equal to DC indicated in the creature. You can take a 10 on these checks. I believe you can take it. Yeah.
Yes, you can take a 10 on the other ones as well.
Okay. Yeah, so you can take a 10 on both of these, which yeah, means this can be reliable as long as you're not trying to do something well above your difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make an eagle. It is an eagle. It responds to your commands. You can, as a full round action, see through its eyes. Otherwise, as a normal eagle, you can make a dust jackal.
Yeah.
Can
Jackal?
carry
Jackal?
attacks, carry small items. Otherwise, it is a jackal. You can make a golden camel. It is a camel.
Yep.
But listens to your mental commands. It also has a longer duration.
Yes, because it
And,
is basically a beast of burden.
yeah, and appears with like a saddle, tack, and harness. You can make a hound. Can be commanded attack, but only does so if it can
if
remain
you're
within
within
20
20
feet of
feet of
you.
you, and otherwise is an ordinary small dog.
Small dog. You get sand scorpion. It's a tiny scorpion. You can mentally command it, as most often uses a tool of assassination. It is a scorpion.
Yeah.
And the sun steed, where you make a mount that's written as a light warhorse. It has a saddle, tack, and harness.
Okay, so realistically, how this ability will probably go is, Desert Eagle, is a good scouting ability. Camel is a beast of burden for when you really need to move stuff, and all of the times, Sunsteed is I have a mount, for
Yep.
moving about. Yeah, so it's not a bad feature, but
Yeah, I mean, it's one level. It's the thing you get. Whatever.
yeah, I mean you're still getting casting progression while you get this as well, so it's not like, yeah, it's not like it's a waste. Let's see, improved dust magic.
It is 3 times per day. You can basically do meta magics. Cast an
Yep.
arcane spell on any sort of waste. You can empower, enlarge, extend, silence, or still your spell as the appropriate meta magic feats. Same general effects of meta magic feats, but they do not take up a higher level spell slot. And even if you prepare spells, you can decide to use them with this ability when you cast a spell.
Yeah.
They don't stack with regular meta magic stuff, but you can. They don't stack with their own spells, but you can use other meta magic with them.
Yeah.
And then you eventually get up to 5 uses of it. So it's basically 3, 5 meta magics, and power is perfectly fine for attacking. So 5 free and powers is good. And the other stuff is fine if you need it. Enlarge or extend.
Yeah. It's all nice except you have to be in the waste for this, I believe.
I mean, you're going to be in the. Realistically, you're probably going to be running this class in a desert campaign.
Probably, yeah. It's a question of what dungeons you go into, as well. Let's see, Greater Dust Magic, 5 times. Waste Train.
Oh yeah, Desert Slumber, which
Okay,
lets you just, I think, sink into ground and sleep.
Any sort of waste.
Regrowth
Yeah.
severed limbs, mend bones, restore organs.
It's a regenerate spell.
Yeah.
Use this ability once per day.
I think Greater Dust Magic. You can maximize or widen your spell in addition to the other options. Use of this ability and improved dust magic pull from the same pool, but you can use both of them on the same spell. Or no. So you can use both abilities. Yeah, you can use both abilities a total of 5 times per day. I don't see anything that says, since it does say they're separate abilities, there's nothing that says you can't use them on the same spell. Unless I'm misreading here, so there's nothing stopping you from just getting a free maximizing power 2.5 times per day.
Yeah, probably. Mine is a level 9, so it's your second loss of casting.
You can also combine Greater Dust Magic with Improved Dust Magic.
Okay.
Maximizing a large storm, for example.
Oh, okay, that's pretty bluntly spelled out then.
And then Desert Shroud, their level 10 ability, they just come back to life when they die in the desert.
Yeah.
You bury them in the desert and they come back to life.
Yeah. You have 100 years to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically a casting class with a huge utility ability of make any mundane item you damn well please.
Yeah.
And then some specific creatures.
Relatively has a good scouting ability, and the other two you could buy with cash for all it matters, but the Desert Eagle's useful. And occasionally you're going to need to carry things that you weren't planning to carry, so the camel's actually fairly
You make
good as spontaneous things.
It is also, I don't need to buy food for these. I just make them out of dirt and move on with my day.
Yeah.
The improved dust magic and greater dust magic are both good features.
Yeah.
And everything else of the various one per day things they get are fine.
Yeah. Realistically, this is a good 8 level. Well, you wouldn't even take it to 8 per se, but you could probably get like depending on the campaign. Yeah, even in a non-desert campaign, this is actually probably fairly good for at least the first 4 levels for just a sorcerer, just to pick up a shit ton of spells and some utility abilities with both the sand shapes.
I mean, I'd probably go to 5th just for at least the first. I'd probably honestly go to 7th because that gets you 4 uses of the improved dust magic.
Yeah.
And then it's a question of whether or not you want to lose 1 more level for an extra use of dust magic and the greater effects. Because 9th is really the question there. It is when you get the 5th use and you get the greater options. But like you don't lose anything for going 7 levels in this class if you're already going into it.
Yeah. There's no point in taking the 8th unless you're taking the 9th, really. But
yeah, I mean 8th is an empty level.
Yeah.
Again, it is technically a BAB and a will save. So there may be, depending how your classes end up being, you could theoretically take a rank of that just for better.
You could,
save
but
BAB, but it's more likely you're going to take whatever you want for a class feature than a base stat increase. So
yeah, the base stat increases aren't as useful as reasonable class features.
Yeah, it basically, if you're going to go into this, go to 7 probably, and then determine if you want the level 9 thing.
Yeah.
Because if you want the level 9 thing, you might as well also take the level 10 ability just because it's cute.
Yeah, basically.
I think it's B.
Yeah, I think it is a B.
I think you get enough out of it for a 1 level. For a 1 level loss, definitely. It's going to 9. That's questionable. For the 2nd level loss. If this was the only prestige class you're doing, you still get 9th level spells, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah. And again, it's a shit ton of known spells for a sorcerer. And
it is a shit ton of, like a 1 level of 7 level dip for sorcerer just gonna pile them spells, or a 1 level dip, but you wouldn't only go 1 level on this. There's no reason to.
No, you'd probably
you'd probably go at least
4.
5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. If you're for some reason going into this and it's not a desert campaign, you can still go 4 levels, as it is easy enough to make sand. It is a trivially cheap magic item, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going 4, I might as well take 5 for the free 3 meta magics.
Yeah. That's more campaign dependent. You do need to at least be interacting with the waste reasonably often for that to matter. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sound on 10 at new.
Loses half spell casting.
Yeah.
It's BAB 5, so it's and full BAB, so it's really a fighting class, not a full caster, realistically.
No.
Lawful good and lawful neutral, part of a diplomacy and swim, which are perfectly fine. Plus get buoyancy, plus for bonus on slim checks. Armor is been buffed by cleric, which means the armor penalty does not double for the purpose of swim checks. If you ever lose your armor, one or someone blessed, you can get it blessed by going to a temple for free. Plus 1 bonus on attack and damage rolls against river dwelling aquatic creatures. Who cares?
Yeah.
You get temporary hit points per scion level for 1 minute per 5 temporary hit points per scion level for 1 minute per class level once per day. You eventually get 2 uses.
Yeah.
So eventually twice you'll get 50 temporary hit points.
Yeah. It is
Tread on river water, though. It's water walk.
Yeah. It is a standard action to activate that, so it's kind of painful.
It lasts minutes per day, so you can use it when you if you have an inkling combat's going to come up, you can use it and have it last 10 minutes. So
yeah,
it's annoying to use directly in combat, but even then, there's a chance that you might use it in combat if it's between living or not. Like if I'm going to move up to someone and only make 1 attack, and I'm low on health, I'll move up and give myself 50 temporary HP instead.
Or if the only thing you're going to be able, if you can't get a charge
Do,
off, the only thing
yeah.
you can move, it's you might as well use it.
Fast healing 5 whenever you begin your turn in or adjacent to a river. So as long as you're near a river, infinite healing. That one's not limited at all.
Yeah, strangely enough, that's more, or that if you're doing traveling in a normal actual world, there isn't.
You're probably near rivers on a regular basis.
Yeah, so yeah, you basically don't have to worry about natural healing per se.
Yeah, go hang out. Go hang out near a river.
Yeah.
You get smite evil once per day.
Twice per day.
Charisma bonus, dude.
Yeah.
Eventually twice per day. You had charisma bonus and damage. If you accidentally smite a creature that's not evil, it has no effect. If you do have levels of paladin, you gain extra abilities of that, and your level stack. Realistic, this is probably actually a paladin prestige class because of that.
It is a paladin prestige class ish. He was very least one a spellcasting class of
you
one
cast
sort.
divine power once per day.
Yeah.
If you're submerged up to your waist or deeper in a river, the amount of time you benefit while you're in the river, it doesn't count towards your duration.
It doesn't, but that's not really going to matter as much. Let's see. Divine power. Base attack bonus becomes equal to your character level. You gain +6 enhancement bonus to your strength. You gain 1 temporary hit point per caster level. None of these are beneficial really to anyone. Unless you don't have a strength item for some strange reason.
It's an option if you were going like battle cleric went into this, because that would also technically work. That'd get you a pair of smites.
Yeah.
And you'd be casting divine power anyway, so free divine powers are good.
Yeah, so yeah, battle cleric would probably be more useful on this one.
And 15 level casting on battle cleric still gets heal, which is what you want to make sure you get access to.
Yeah.
And all the buffs, because none of the buffs are super high level. You get control water 3 times per day. 7th level, you get draw power. Get a restoration effect. Immerse yourself in water for a short time. Restores negative levels 1 per minute. 5 rounds for ability damage. 1 minute for ability drain. A rare just go in water
and heal
once per day and remove negative effects.
Yeah.
And then you can change the course of a river. Equivalent to both versions of control water simultaneously. Lower water downstream of your location and raise water aimed at where you want to divert the river to. With fast movers, water is more effect. River downstream is affected, the water level is affected. And a flash flood effect. Originates at the point of the river you specify. Otherwise, the speed of the river, or regardless of the speed of the river, lasts for 2 hours until you choose to end it, unless you choose to end it sooner. And you can go back to Paladin. So it's like Paladin doesn't get much from the divine power aspect of it, because they're probably gonna have a strength item anyways, and a full BAB, so they only get a couple temporary hit points. But it's good for cleric. It is very much a need to be near river effect, but a lot of the effects near river are actually good.
Yeah, and okay, if we are just talking in general campaign, this is actually one of the few that doesn't care as much about desert.
No, this doesn't care about desert at all. You just need you need rivers nearby.
But that's normal.
Yeah, like rivers are a common land feature. If the world is anything remotely realistic, there's going to be rivers quite often. Because you don't really build a town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
No. I mean, you're not going to necessarily have like rivers as part of the terrain in most combats, but you'll find rivers, and what this class needs rivers for is like out of combat healing, really.
Yeah, like
it
out
does
of combat
heal itself,
restorations, etc. And if you happen to fight near a river, that's just a bonus.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
It's fine. It's nothing amazing. It has a couple smites, which is on par with what you get with 10 levels of Paladin anyways. Yeah. Realistically, there's like 2 builds for it, which is off of Paladin, and I don't know if I can justify it off of Paladin. And there is the War Priest, the Battle Priest, which is more interesting.
Which works perfectly fine for it, I think.
I think it's probably in the C+ category, honestly. I don't think it quite rises to B, just because it's
As an oddity, technically speaking, it doesn't have to be divine spellcasting class.
Spellcasting increase.
It is just a spellcasting
Yeah.
class you belonged to before, and divine requirement is not one of the requirements. So you could go like you're not gonna do this as wizard
Yeah, I'm gonna do this as wizard or sorcerer, but
or sorcerer, but
it can advance warlock. I don't know why you would be doing this, but it can advance warlock.
can advance warlock. Yeah, I don't know. Like a C?
Yeah.
C plus maybe?
I'm only gonna have a plus because
Like it loses a lot of spell casting, but it's not really trying to be a full caster class. So
no.
it is trying to be a combat half caster effectively. So I think it fits well into its pocket, and the restoration effects are probably going to get regular usage because again, it's not hard to find rivers. And unless you are doing a campaign that's like purely in the middle of the desert, even then you're hopefully at some point going to find like a Nile equivalent and just try and focus your way around there.
Huh.
If you are playing a campaign that has no rivers, don't play this class.
Okay, wait. Okay, so cool on casting both versions of control water sound. Lower the water downstream. I didn't realize it. Okay, yeah. Also, it can effectively flash flood, which is a level 8 spell.
It can flash flood via the Divert River.
Yeah. This is more interesting than good. And oh god, yeah, flash flood, the spell with the most text in I think practically any book. Yeah, you know the like 3-column format they have for spells on pages. It takes up a page, an entire page, minus like a paragraph maybe. Is one of the longest spells in the game.
Another thing to note about the Divert River thing. It's not a once per day.
No, it's
The effect lasts for 2 hours unless you choose to end it, but there's nothing stopping you from just doing it as often as you want.
Yeah. I mean, that one isn't. With that said, it is entirely at the mercy of the DM. This head is more cute than anything, but yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Yep, I'm on the wrong page. There we go. All right. Scorpion Inheritor. This is. Let's see. 5 sneak attack dice over 10 levels. Feat is Scorpion's Resolve, and as we've gone over, that's good.
Has full sneak attack progression. That's already a plus.
Yeah. Skill tax is not much of it. It's minus half, but fucking who cares?
Minus half.
Sneak attack technically starts at level 1 and then is over 2 levels. It starts at level 2 and is over 2 levels. As I said, who cares?
It's 5 dice.
It's 5 dice over 10 levels. The same you would get it for
10 levels of rogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can technically dip into another class that gets a sneak attack die at 1 and get more sneak attack. Who cares?
Yeah.
You get Scorpion Instinct as a bonus feat, which does something.
Makes you sting frogs.
I know what they did.
Sneak
attack. Polymorph into a tiny monster. Yeah, you get polymorph into a tiny monster. A Scorpion once per day.
You said Scorpion Instincts?
Yeah, Scorpion Instincts. And Scorpion Sense, because you're going to get that as a bonus feat too.
Yeah, you get all the Scorpion feats except for Grasp, I think. Which is a monk, it's a grappling feat.
Yeah.
Alright, so Instincts, you have Inborn Sensitive. Airborne sense of where to lurk without being seen, so +2 bonus on your hide checks, and reducing the distance which creatures can detect you with scent by 10 feet, 20 feet up, it becomes 20 feet upwind, 5 feet downwind.
Upwind, downwind, yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you are in an area covered in a layer of at least 1 inch of ash dust, loose earth, or sand, you gain additional +2 bonus to hide, +2 bonus to move silently, and scent can only detect you while within 5 feet. Yeah, it's not a feat I would take, but as a bonus feat, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Bonus to hide, and it screws with scent a little. Sense is, let's see. Your sensitive vibrations of the ground can automatically pinpoint a location of anything that is moving in contact with the ground, so long as it's within 10 feet of you. That's actually fairly good. Range expands to 20 feet in the same idea. That
ashy stuff. Yeah,
ashy stuff, sand, loose earth. Ability only tells you what the square the creature is in, so you still have a normal miss chance from concealment if you can't see the creature. But yeah.
But you know where they are, which is the big part of trying to fight like an invisible person.
Yeah, it's tremor sense, effectively.
It's tremor sense. Yep.
Yeah.
It's tremor sense without just using the term tremor sense for some reason.
Yeah.
I guess tremor sense would technically recognize people moving through stone underneath you, which that one doesn't technically do. Because it just detects people walking on surfaces. Or moving on surfaces. Otherwise, turn 2 tiny scorpion once per day. 3 times per day, you can envenom a melee weapon, thrown weapon, or piece of ammunition. Using this ability does not provoke attack opportunity. DC 15 plus wisdom modifier, does con damage. You get immunity to all scorpion poisons, but not to other poisons. Then you get the tail of the scorpion. You grow a tail once per day. The stinger does damage based on a table and does con damage.
Yeah.
DC for the.
It's going to be a D4 for medium size. Yeah.
Yeah. DC is 10 plus half hit dice plus con modifier.
Yeah, so good. DC generally.
So good. You can wield a weapon in one of both hands and also make your tail attack at a -5. Lasts for 1 hour, which is a long duration.
It is a long duration. Growing or dismissing is a standard action.
Action.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
the features are
are
usual limited features, but does still have 5 sneak attack dice, so it's not the worst.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's rogue plus, and I don't hate these features. I mean, like.
Yeah. So B.
Yeah.
Walker in the Waste.
Walker in the Waste. You're taking this class to be
you want to be a lich. We know why you're taking this class. You want to be a lich. You only lose 1 spellcasting level. You get a touch attack. It's caster plus that turns you into a lich.
Okay, you lose 2, but the second one you get your dry lich. It's worth the second loss.
Oh, that's true. You lose 2, but you become a lich. So
yeah.
But yeah, briefly, you have to take the heat resistance feat. You have to know at least 3 spells from the sand or thirst domain as divine spells. You lose 2 levels spellcasting through it. You gain improved heat resistance bonus feat. If you somehow already had improved heat resistance, you get to choose a different feat instead. You get a touch attack. It eventually does 5d6 points of damage, or d8s against creatures or elementals with the water subtype, or plant creatures and elementals with the water subtype.
So the vast majority of the time is doing d6s, but
and it has a save for half damage, 10 plus half your level plus, or plus 10 plus your this level's class level, plus your wisdom modifier. Level 2, you get the wasting. You can turn a handful of dust into a terrible disease once per day, blow sand in someone's face, and give them a disease. Which gradually mummifies them. Local drought. You have a 20-foot area around you that produces desert conditions. Temperature band rises by 1 step or too hot, whichever produces the hotter result. You can suppress it for 1 round as a free action, but otherwise it just keeps going unless you constantly suppress it. This doesn't bother you because you've improved heat resistance, but it could be annoying to other people.
Yeah.
Especially if you're already in a hot area where you just start taking damage at a certain point. Your flesh becomes leathery and tough. You get +2 natural armor. Immune to dehydration and heat dangers, sun glare, sunburn, fire damage section normally. Once per day, flesh to salt spell. It's exactly what you think it does. It's flesh to stone, but salt.
It is more.
And I think you can just be destroyed by water at that point. Glow in the Secrets to cast a stone golem. You don't need the craft golem feat to create it, but you cannot create anything else besides stone golems. You learn the ability to create salt mummies.
Okay, yeah. Flesh to salt is a weird one in the sense that it does D6 damage per 2 levels. If the target takes more than half of its current hit points, then it has to make a save.
Then it has to make a save. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a damage spell that if you get low enough or take enough damage from, you have to make a save to not turn to salt.
Yeah. As a free spell, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. It's free once per day spell. You can make salt mummies.
You can make salt mummies, you can make sand golems. Salt mummies are actually over here.
You create a greater drought area 100 feet around you. Temperature band rises 2 steps or to severe heat. This is always active. You can stop it for a round as reaction, but it comes back on when you stop it. And then you become a dry lich, which is what you're here for.
Yes. Realistically, this is what you're here for.
It's a lich.
Yeah. It is effectively a lich.
It's a lich who has a number of canoptic jars instead of a phylactery.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the features are slightly different because the dry lich abilities are based more around the whole desert heat thing, desiccation effects. But otherwise, all the usual lich shit is there.
Yeah. You get into this from level 6, so realistically, you become a lich at 15. Then it depends on how your DM treats this for how good or bad being a lich is. Because if it's like, no, this is just a feature of the class, I'm ignoring the level adjustment, then yeah, it's great. If it's, okay, your character retires, that's, or something, it's like a...
Yeah. Like, you do become a lich and everything that's associated with that.
Yeah.
Whether that means, like, hey, maybe you're the villain of the campaign now, because your DM doesn't want to just bolt lich onto your character.
I mean, you're a spellcaster that lost 2 levels, and the features in this class aren't amazing. I'm fucking fine with you being a dry lich. It's not... Yeah. You're losing a shit ton of hit points from doing this for starters, because you are becoming undead. There are plenty of advantages because you were dry lich, but still, it's it's not like there's no balance to this. The only annoying part is you respawn. Who the fuck cares? It's... But yeah, that aside, let's see. You have features that are vary in usefulness wildly when it comes to the other stuff. Create sand golem is who cares. Create salt mummy is okay. Give people diseases is you're just being an asshole. The weather around you can at least be useful, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, making the area hot around you is cute.
Yeah.
Especially since you ignore most of the effects of it.
Yeah.
It is just, at certain heat levels, if you're in a hot place, it is just a damage aura around you in 100 feet.
At least there's no limit to the amount of... Yeah, there's no limit to the touch attacks you can do.
Yeah, there's no limit to touch attacks you do. And once you actually become a dry lich, because I have dry lich pulled up here, obviously you become undead. You don't recalculate any of your base stats, save, skill points. Your hit dice turn to d12s. Your natural armor bonus increases by 5. If you can use weapons, you retain that ability. You can also just use your desiccating touch as an attack. If you do use so you can just make full attacks with the desiccating touch at that point. If you do make full attacks with them, one of them does an extra d5 or 5d6 damage. You get an aura of despair, which is DC 10 plus your hit dice plus charisma. You're surrounded by horrible aura, 60-foot radius. Will save or be shaken for D4 rounds. If you successfully save, you can't be effective again for 4 hours. And any living creature hit by a Dryless with touch attack needs a Fortitude save or takes D6 points of con drain. And every time con is successfully drained, they gain 5 temporary hit points. Then you have the usual pile of special features. Our special qualities: turn resistance +6, DR10 bludgeoning and magic. You recover 2 hit points of damage each round as long as you're in an arid environment. Technically, humid climate, water-based effects such as fog, cloud, immersion in water prevent the fast healing. You have immunity to dehydration, heat, polymorph, mind-affecting spells and abilities, so you can polymorph yourself. Since they're a lich, they actually don't lose any hit points because they just get charisma to hit points instead.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Depending on what type of cast they are, they may well gain hit points.
Yeah. Water damage. Water deals damage to them as if it were holy water, so it does some minor D4 damage, like 2d4 damage, whatever.
Yeah.
They get +2 strength, +4 wisdom, +2 charisma. They lose their con score. And they get a racial bonus of +8 on hide, intimidate, listen, move silently, spot, and search checks.
Yep, which is nice, but and they get +5 level adjustment.
Yes, it is a +5 level adjustment class.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to bolt on for two levels, two cast levels, realistically.
It is, but
and as long as you didn't dump charisma, you're probably gonna make out fine health-wise.
Yeah. And if you're doing this class, you're not dumping charisma because you know that's coming.
Like, you are level 15, so I mean,
yeah.
Unless you're DM, unless you're planning of your DM to be like, oh, I'm going to turn to this and become a big bad evil guy, it's probably fine enough to let you stay. Your DM would just need to like maybe tune some stuff to actually be able to harm you effectively.
Yeah. Was there DR attached to this at all?
No, they did not have DR.
Okay.
Oh no, they do. They have bludgeoning magic.
Okay, so normal Lich DR.
Yeah, normal
how
DR.
high?
Magical bludgeon. 10.
10. That's easily their most defensive ability there, at least. Yeah, it depends on exactly what the DM knows it's coming. They're going to have stuff that's going to be.
They can plan around it.
They can plan around it, so I don't think it's overly disruptive either. Yeah, the higher natural armor is cute, but you're a fucking caster. You're not going to have amazingly high armor AC anyways. It's not doing anything.
Except you can, because you could just be a full plate wearing cleric and be this.
That's true. Yeah, because this isn't specifically arcane. This can also be divine.
It is specifically divine.
Is specifically divine?
You need to be able to cast 3 spells from the Sand or Thirst domain as divine spells.
Oh, as divine spells. Okay.
The spell casting you gain
it is not divine necessarily.
Is not divine necessarily. But you would need to take at least like 3 level or a handful of levels of
you would specifically have to take 5 levels of cleric to be able to cast Sand or 3 Sand or Thirst domain spells.
Technically, you only need to be able to take 1. They don't have to come from the domain. They just have to be spells from that domain.
No, but be able,
which means
them,
you could technically get it at like level 1.
Well, no, you can't, because you wouldn't be able to cast a level 1 character even if you don't have. Even if they are divine spells, normal level 1 cleric spells, there's only 2 of them at level 1, so you'd only be able to cast 2 at level 1. Because you'd have the level 1 Sand and a level 1 Thirst spell. You'd have to be at least level 3.
I mean, would...
Because you can't cast the level 2 spell, obviously, because you're not high enough to cast level 2 spells. Yeah, because their domains, they only have 1 spell per level.
Oh, their domains. Yeah, you would need at least level 3. You're right.
Yeah. Realistically, you're probably just doing straight divine anyways, but...
Yeah, no, you just do cleric, and then you throw in heavy armor, you become a tank.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have good hit points, immunity to fucking almost everything.
A pile of immunity, all the undead immunities. Just don't neglect. Focus more on having con or charisma than con. and so you just have hit points once you actually change over.
Yeah.
And you just have high AC with extra AC belt on top of it. Then you can use, like, this has bad BAB, but you can just use Divine Power to get around that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you a Lich. It's a good class.
Yeah. I still don't put it at A per se because until you become B plus is pretty
Up until you become a Lich, it's not that much, but then you become a Lich.
Yeah. And very much of the become a Lich does takes DM buy-in that you're doing this, so
yeah, because if your DM looks at us goes like, no.
That's like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Or if the DM
no,
goes,
that's going to be too disruptive.
Yeah. Which it probably wouldn't be, honestly, but
B plus with a note, see me after class.
Yeah, basically. Alright. This is unsurprisingly a B because we had 1 C plus. Yeah, I was pretty certain this was going to outdo yeah. Definitely outdoes Frostburn because yeah.
Third place.
Yep.
Right in front of Frostburn where it belongs.
Unusual rivalry you have with Frostburn.
A bit of a thing you got there going on.
It knows what which is nothing at all. It solely because it has more views than Sandstorm does.
Yeah.
I mean, Sandstorm actually has more watch time, so
I own both these books.
Now, the real question is, between this prestige class grading and Frostborn's, which one's going to have more views?
Yeah.
Unknown?
I hope it's Frostborn just to spite you.
I mean, Shiv can just...
I can't just artificially inflate views.
Yes.
We don't have that many views. They're well within artificially inflatable by one person range. I can't just put the video on loop. Fine.
Yeah,
but
the girl.
Know.
Yeah. But yeah. That will do it for this exercise for this week. Let's see, what is coming up after this? Ah, yes, Lords of Madness. Then question mark, question mark, question mark. Then Heroes of Battle.
The Lord of Madness.
So yes, tune in next time we do grading prestige classes for stuff like that. And yeah, that'll be all we have for you this week. So tune in on Sunday for either the penultimate or ultimate chapter of our SRW30 run. Tune in on Monday for, I don't know, did we actually decide anything, or are we just taking the week off?
It's a week off. It's a week off between.
All right, tune in on Monday for a nice week off that we're not going to be there for.
After that, it will more than likely be ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yeah, yep. I just need to test out my capture device to make sure it's still working.
And if yours isn't working, let me know. Just use mine.
Okay.
Yeah. And tune in on Thursday for more D&D and Hindsight, where we do the Rules Compendium. We're not just going to go over the Rules Compendium. This will actually be a discussion stream. But it's...
Holy shit.
No, a very in-depth and thorough go-through of the Rules Compendium.
Strangely more to talk about than you would think, but...
I mean, there's a lot to talk about in Rules.
Yeah, that's true. Especially the 3-5 rules. I'm not sure if that's a positive thing, but yeah. But yeah. In any case, till then, I'm Vincent.
I'm the Grampus.
I'm Shiv.
I've been Hunter Crane.
And I'm Vincent. And remember, everyone. Yeah, so 10 levels in a prestige class to turn yourself into a Dry Lich. Also, Hindsight's 2020.